Yeah, I thought special teams, defense. I mean, defense kept us in it. I mean, created turnovers. I know that the yardage and stuff was high. However, they kept them out of the end zone. They created turnovers, and we just couldn't get anything going. I mean, offensively. I mean, special teams did a good job. Our punter flipped the field every chance he got. The field goal. At the end of the day, we just didn't move the ball. Credit a good Angelo State defense.
Obviously, this week matchup that means a little bit more to you against your former school in Eastern. How would you kind of put into perspective what it kind of means to you to be part of this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, this is, these games, the Eastern New Mexico, West Texas A&M rivalry game, the Wagon Wheel game. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite games of the year. Even when I was out of conference and I wasn't associated with them, I would still tune in and watch. To put it in perspective, on the Division II level, I believe this is one of the best rivalry games in college football. And on our level, it's as big as Ohio State and Michigan, Texas A&M. It's great, and I love these games. And another thing too is for the Wagon Wheel being down in Portales. It's an opportunity to play for something late, and excited about it. Really excited about it.
You guys have gone back and forth in the quarterback position. I mean, I know it's real early in the week, but where do you guys right now fall there?
Well, I mean, I think we kind of settled in on Cannon. Cannon, he had an injury the week before, and is looking better. However, ultimately we went with Kyle, and Kyle had a great week of practice, and I mean, he'll still be in the conversation this week as well.
How much do you think the elements played an effect on Saturday?
I don't think so. I mean, both teams had to play in it. I mean, I think that, I think Angelo State, I mean, if anybody had an advantage, it should have been us, right? We're at home, and it's a little bit colder in the Panhandle than it is in Central Texas. And I don't think the elements were an issue. I just think, it's a very good Angelo State unit. And it's a very complete team. And, they showed that today. And another thing, too, is they're playing really good football here late. They lost the early one to Central Washington. But I think they're as good as anybody in the conference right now.
What do you think it's going to be like just step back on that field as a visitor this time around?
Yeah, it's to be different, right? I mean, of course, I've been associated with a lot of Wagon Wheel games, both as a player and as coach. And I've always been on the other side. And I'm excited to be on this side, and I'm proud to be on this side. And I'm ready to, go out there and compete and bring the Wagon Wheel back to Canyon.
Obviously, there's a lot of similarities between the two programs.
Uh-huh.
Both first-year coach lead back with the program. What kind of challenges do you think that's going to be?
Well, there's a lot of familiarity with this group. I mean, Coach Lee was our offensive coordinator when I was the head coach there. Coach Sukup was the defensive coordinator, when we were there at Eastern. And they're both incredible coaches. And the familiarities, it probably weighs into it a little bit. And, the one thing that is different, I mean, is the triple option aspect. It's a great offense in regards to, when Eastern New Mexico has been good throughout the course of, the 3 decades with Coach Elliott, Coach Lee. They've been a triple option offense, and with that type of offense, you got to be disciplined, you got to be sound, and we'll have to have a great week of preparation, dealing with that.